24 says, and his walk with God, and he was not found. He was not, for God took him.
Who did he take up?
Enoch.
Let me see. Because I got you reading the Bible now. Enoch. Yeah, that's Enoch.
Enoch.
Mm-hmm.
Walked with God, and he was not for God took him.
Took him up in that whirlwind.
Right.
And then Elijah was caught up in the rapture.
Somebody was walking with God, and they walked on heaven. What did God had me? And they walked on heaven.
He walked in heaven.
Walked on in heaven.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to tell you something, Uncle May. People want people to talk to them about the Lord, about the Bible.
Right,
and how will he want to see you? So how will he'll see you online.
46.
Me and Uncle Mac talking about the Bible.
I don't know who it is, 46.
So we was talking about the
Hello?
rapture, and
Hello?
we was saying that it'll be a blessing if we didn't have to die, but you know, we all got to die one day, and unless the Lord come back and get us caught up in the rapture. And it used to be a time, you know, we would sit down and listen to our elderly people talk about the Lord, you know, and so I still like to hear him talk about the Lord and read his Bible. Mm-hmm. So he was sitting up here talking. We was talking about Elijah, and we was talking about Enoch, and in the whirlwind. That's why when you see the wind blowing and going on and stuff, especially that wind get rough, you don't know what can take place. So we have to take heed to all the warning signs that the good Lord shows up. So I'm sitting here outside with my Uncle Mac, and I really appreciate it, because Uncle Mac got a tree. Let me show you his tree. That he planted that tree a long time ago, and that tree still. Uncle Mac, what kind of tree that is? Magnolia tree. And he planted that tree a long time ago, and that tree still is existing by the grace of God. So, Howard Lee, I hope you come on so you can see Uncle Mac, because you've been asking about him. Uncle Mac doing good. Uncle Mac still read his Bible. Uncle Mac still sit on his porch. And Uncle Mac do whatever he wants to do. Still drive, do whatever he want to do. And I like to say all the time, I always tell Uncle Mac, God been good to him. Now, I ain't just saying he been good to him. He been good to us all. But, you know, it's just a blessing that he still, you know, he can do whatever he wants to do. And it's a blessing. So I just love to see him read his Bible. That's what Uncle Mac used to always do. Sit on his front porch with a leg crossed and have his Bible in front of him. And so, you know, it's just a blessing. You know, he's a God-fearing man. He truly God-fearing. He fears the Lord. And that's what we need in this generation. We need to learn how to fear the Lord and going on. So he just was reading his Bible. Come back, what you reading now?
I'm reading out of Genesis, the 11th chapter. It says, and the whole earth was of one language and one speak. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a place in the land of Shinar.
Uncle Mac, let me ask you a question.
Right.
You know, everybody was saying the same language at first, right? Well, everybody was talking the same language, right?
Everybody talking in their language.
But I'm saying, when everybody talking the same language until they built that tower, until they was trying to build that tower.
Right. There you go. There you go.
And then what happened? You know,
you all see that they were progressing at doing it, so he messed up their language. So
confused them.
So they confused.
Right.
So they asked me for one thing, they'll send something else because they didn't get the right thing what they were saying. And that's where you stop building the tower.
In other words, we can't never get above God.
Never,
you know,
never.
No matter what people try to do.
Right.
Or, you know, if God got something He don't want us to know, that was it's a mystery. He will confuse us.
Right.
So that's what He did. He can confuse the people. You know, they was trying to build a tower up to get to heaven. So I don't know. I need to study that because I know they was trying to build that tower for something. You know, and He confused the people, so they wouldn't be able to do that. Yep. I love my uncle, y'all. Lord, me and my Uncle Mac, I tell you. Yes, indeed. I tried to come over here and sit with him tonight. I was going to go home. It made no sense to me going back home because I had to get back on the school bus again for the second time. Then I got to go do it again. So it'll be the third time. So these kids get out of school this week and everything. So it's been kind of rough with that. Instead of reading his Bible. So, let's see. What else I want to talk to Uncle Mac about? Let's see. We just sitting outside talking. Uncle Mac, if you could tell the people something today in reference to how things used to be until how things is now, you know, what would you tell? Because I know you've seen a lot of changes. You know, even when I mean about that, even like when like when we was in Gales, and I always think about Gales and I think about now. And a lot of times people thought things was hard back then, and I'm pretty sure it was hard back then. But if you compare it to now, what I'm saying, things has changed, but things are still kind of hard because I just want you to say in your own words how you feel about things, how things is back when you was coming up, I'm saying, to a young man, I let to now. How things, I guess I'm talking about the times. How times is now.
Well, time was back then, we was able to survive because we trust in the Lord, and the Lord able us to do things and gain stuff that other people that didn't know about. So we was able to, through freshen and all that, we was able to still make it because we trust in God, and God never failed His children. He always survived for them. Mm-hmm. When they got water, and Moses in the desert told them to hit the rock, and He gave them water. So we trust in God. God will always come to our rescue when He know we really need Him to come to it. He'll come to our rescue, and I feel the way God is about the children back then. And it's still that way now, but the children, we as a human and left God. God hadn't left us.
That's right.
Left God, and God just waiting for us to come back to Him.
That's right.
And do what we need to do to be able to live for Him and glorify His name, not ourselves, but Him.
Right. That's right. Glenda O'Neill on. Hey, Glenda. You know Glenda. Glenda O'Neill. Tell Glenda hi.
Hello, Sister O'Neill.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And back then, people they worked and they didn't make a lot of money.
No,
back
they make
then.
a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. And they worked from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And everything. Glenda, how you doing? She said hello, Deacon. She said tell Deacon I said hello. Glenda said tell Deacon I said hello. And then Tammy says, good afternoon, my family, love y'all. How y'all doing? Oh, that's Renee. Hey, Renee, how you doing? You sit over here talking Uncle Mac. Yeah, we done came a long ways, y'all, by faith, leaving the pit on the everlasting arms on the good Lord. Because that's sure enough what it takes now, the good Lord. She took it back then, and we showed it still takes it now. Y'all like seeing Uncle Mac? Deacon Young? Yeah. I kind of sneaked him on, y'all. I kind of sneaked him on. Yeah, he know what he talking about, y'all. He knows what he talking about. Got a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and still a lot of life, which is a blessing. Sit out here reading his Bible. All right then, y'all. I just wanted to give you some hearts, Uncle Mac. They giving you some hearts. Yeah, I just wanted to sit out and talk to him a little bit. I came in. Sometimes I sit out and talk to him in the yard and stuff and everything. All right then, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on and being with us. We just was talking about the good Lord. We don't know nothing else. That's one thing about the young. They love talking about the good Lord. That's all we really know. We didn't have much, but the Lord sure been good to us. Yep. We wasn't born with no silver spoon in our mouth, and we wasn't, did nothing dropped in our lap. Had to work for everything. But yet it's still, God has been good. We depend on, that's what he was saying, the people depend on the Lord more back then. And that's what we got to do now, still depend on the good Lord. And live in peace and harmony. So right now, in this front yard, it's so peaceful out here in this front yard, you know. They like to do flower beds. See, he got some flowers. I'm going to show you. It was one of his flowers I was looking at. Let me show you this one right here. He got, he does flowers. That one right there. And then this one right here, he's got a flower right here too, y'all. And this one over here, that's the tree. Uncle Mac planted that tree, if I'm not mistaken. He planted that tree when he moved here. And then he got flowers right here too. So he likes to do flowers and stuff. That's the flower right there he likes to do. He likes to, and he got one over there. I thought one time you had some, did you have some elephant legs one time? Or did you have something tall one time? You don't think so? Yeah, his flowers right here. So he does a lot of flower beds and stuff like that. He really fixed up his yard. He a person like to be in the yard. Yep. Keep him busy. That's what he likes to do. A lot of them. Yeah, he does. He have a lot of mother whip. That's right. That's what they called it back in the day. Which ain't nothing but wisdom. That's what they called it. A lot of mother whip. That's exactly what they called it. Yep. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm going to get off. Y'all can say, I'm going to let y'all say bye to my uncle. My uncle looks good, child. I tell you. He got a good youth in him. Oh, wait a minute, child. Hold up. Oh, there it is. They want to say bye. Tell them about Uncle Mac.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Got to get back on the bus in a minute. Y'all have a blessed day.